Hi, and thank you for returning to the website. Well, my new novel has been finished, it's in production, and I'm eager to talk to you about it for the first time here and now. As many of you know, in 2011, I went on a USO tour to Afghanistan. I was often asked if I would ever base a novel on that experience, and my answer was no. The military isn't my specialty, and there are so many great authors who write in that subgenre. However, although it's been a year and a half since I was there, the memories of that week stay fresh in my mind. It's hard to escape reminders because almost every day we hear news stories about the toll this war is taking on some of the men and women who serve. Many of them return home intact, but with invisible wounds. I'm talking about those who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. When I began plotting a new book and asking, what if, it occurred to me that PTSD wouldn't necessarily be restricted to people who serve in the military. While in Afghanistan, I met dozens of contractors, medical personnel, and vendors whose lives are also at risk every hour of every day. So I base my lead character on just such an individual. My hero's name is Dawson Scott. He's a journalist for a news magazine based in Washington, D.C., but he's just returned stateside after spending 9 months in Afghanistan covering the war. He's suffering from PTSD, but he doesn't want anyone to know. While trying to get his life back on track, his source within the FBI entices him to investigate a story that began in 1976, when two domestic terrorists, a man and a woman, escaped a bloody shootout with authorities, then disappeared into the Oregon wilderness. Now, 40 years later, and the width of the continent away in Savannah, Georgia, a Marine captain is murdered. What does that fugitive couple and their crimes of decades before have to do with this recent murder case? Dawson wants to find out, but once in Savannah, he discovers that there are no quick answers, and the deeper he delves into the mystery, trying to find the connection between two of the FBI's most wanted and a decorated Marine, the more intriguing and entangling the story becomes. Oh, and did I mention this? Dawson, a loner by nature who's fighting a private war against nightmares and his own demons, soon becomes involved with the Marine captain's widow and her 2 young sons. Protecting them becomes as important to him as pursuing the story. This story could make his career, but it could also cost him his life. For Dawson, the term deadline takes on a whole new meaning. Deadline. Great title, don't you think? Deadline goes on sale September 24th.